I met a man with bright blue eyes.
And I had to flee the country to a place I knew nobody.
But now I'm back with his twins to find out who he is and to reclaim my life in Los Angeles.
Coming back to Los Angeles after 5 years brought back all the memories Hannah has been running away from.
Let's go! Mommy, where are we going?
We're going to Aunt Linda's house.
Yay! I know!
She's really excited to see you both.
Wow, I'm also so excited!
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's go.
Everything seems to have worked out perfectly for Hannah. It has been over 5 years since she left LA to go work in Paris as a fashion assistant. She is finally able to return home with an amazing job offer at her favorite LA designer. Also, luckily, her Aunt Linda volunteered to help her with her kids. Now, she's here, feeling the refreshing breeze of LA where she belongs. She's more determined than ever.
My previous life in Hollywood almost destroyed me, but now that I am back, I am ready for my Hollywood sequel.
Whoa! Ryan! Are you okay? Yeah, I hurt my knee. Oh, it's fine.
Brian! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
I fell, but Amy helped.
Yeah? Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hannah loved her kids more than she thought she could love anything. Her destiny was certain from the moment that she found out she was pregnant. It was fate that had pushed her to meet the mystery man that night. For the past 5 years, Hannah has been living in this Paris apartment with her 2 kids, born out of that encounter with a stranger she knew nothing of.
Whoa, you got to level 15? Yes. I can't do that. Can you help?
Sure.
Mom? Mom? Mom! Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. I just can't believe we're here. I'm a bit nervous.
It's okay, Mom.
Brian offered comfort to his mother, which made Hannah realize that she needed to collect herself.
Sweetheart, I'm the one who's supposed to be telling you that.
The memories of that night come flooding back as she passes by the same club she went to that night. The night her stepsister, Stephanie, tried to get her drunk and ruin her life.
Follow me.
After rescuing me from my stepsister in the club, he took me down some alleyways. We hid from here as she was yelling for us from right around the corner, but he told me to keep quiet. I could feel his heart beating in his chest. So was mine. It was electric. What did I get myself into? I had no idea who he was, but he carried himself like he was the most important person in the world.
You're safe now.
I didn't know what got into me. I'd never felt this way before as I let myself go that night.
Are you sure?
Sure as hell.
As she awoke and attempted to piece together her surroundings, fragmented memories of the previous night rushed through her thoughts. Her focus abruptly returned to the sound of running water in the shower. In no time at all, she realized the unsettling truth. The man she had met at the club the previous night was now in the shower, washing away any trace of her presence from his body.
I spent the night with a complete stranger, But before I deal with that, I have to handle my stepsister. I can't recall all of the details from last night, but her getting me drunk was a deliberate setup. And now I need to uncover the reasons behind it. Why would she put me through this?
When Hannah noticed the shower had stopped, she turned her attention to the bathroom. The idea of confronting the person she had been with, a complete stranger, overwhelmed her. And in this discomfort, she made a snap decision to quietly slip away and leave the situation behind. Driving through the streets of LA, Hannah notices a billboard with an ad featuring her stepsister Stephanie for her next big Hollywood movie. Hannah's expression suddenly changed from happy and content to angry and uncomfortable.
Of course, Stephanie found a way to welcome me back. It's still so wild to think that she's a celebrity.
In the days when she knew her, she exhibited absolutely no interest in acting. Yet here she stands today, the world's most renowned movie star. Yet the question that still lingers is, how did she achieve such stardom? Familiar with Stephanie, one can't help but wonder if her rise to fame involved some shadowy and clandestine maneuvers. That fateful morning when Hannah left the hotel suite, it was still bearing the aftermath of the night's events. After Hannah left, Stephanie, elegantly clad in a black dress, approaches the same room. Stephanie surveyed the room. Her lips curled into a malicious grin. She takes out her phone and dials her mother.
Mother,
Thank goodness for Find My Friends.
Hannah doesn't know that we've been tracking her location this whole time.
Her gaze falls upon the rumpled bed, her eyes glittering with sinister delight. She speaks.
And by the looks of it, it's pretty obvious that 2 people slept in this bed tonight. I know. You and I were trying to get her drunk last night and get her arrested for public intoxication, but this is way better.
I knew that Hannah wasn't as innocent as she claims to be.
And now, all I need is a little proof.
As she prepared to snap photos of the room with her cell phone, she realized the shower was running.
Weird. I saw Hannah leaving the room this morning. Who could that be?
Stephanie began to panic. The mystery man Hannah had spent the night with was still in the room. Through a crack in the bathroom door, Stephanie saw the man's face. William Anderson? LA's hottest bachelor? That's the man that Hannah slept with last night? Spotting Hannah's abandoned masquerade mask from the night before, she got an idea that would change her life forever. Hello, William Anderson.
Mom, look at that tall building. So tall.
Hannah tries to contemplate as she looks out at the tall building. She feels as if this place is so familiar, yet so strange.
Mommy, do you know anyone here?
No, actually.
Besides Aunt Linda, I don't know anyone else here.
You see, even though LA is my home, a lot of bad things happen to me here.
Then why are we moving back? I want you to be happy.
I know you do, sweetheart. But things are gonna be different this time. Not the same naive little girl I was before. We're gonna be happy here. I know it.
As Hannah turned away from the skyscraper, she failed to notice the extravagant, limited edition Rolls-Royce that had just pulled in front of the building. Over the past 5 years, Hannah's stepsister, Stephanie, has undergone a striking transformation. Her attire is adorned with opulence, and her aura oozes out of wealth and fame. Stephanie, with experience in the entertainment industry, has developed a knack of charming her way through a room and getting what she desires, especially when it comes to dealing with men.
Stephanie, what are you doing here? You know better than to show up at my office like this.
Stephanie approaches William, her flirtatious smile contrasting with his stern demeanor.
I know, but it's my birthday today, and I thought maybe you could come over tonight.
I have back-to-back meetings all day. As I've told you before, I have business to do.
You work too hard. You have to make time for pleasure.
William's inner thoughts flash on his face as he gets irked by Stephanie's persistence. When will she take a hint? William contemplates the fact that he has already given her a career. She's a movie star because of him. The only reason why he's nice to her is because he owes her his life after everything that happened years ago. The night of the masquerade party.
Please, come over tonight. We can have some dessert, if you know what I mean.
Stephanie, don't make me repeat myself. It's pathetic.
Stephanie's eyes betray a saddened dejection after 5 years of relentless pursuit.
All right, I understand.
Good.
I'm the most famous actress in the world. I could have any man in LA, except for the one I really want.
Stephanie has been pursuing William for 5 years, but failed miserably. She can't accept the fact that someone like Hannah gets his attention when he couldn't care less about her. Clearly, in her own thoughts, life is so not fair.
Anything else?
No, it's all right. I'm not going to disturb you with your work any longer. After all, it's my birthday, so I'm super busy. I have so many plans today. I might even have a date after my party later.
Sounds good. Bye.
He didn't even wish me a happy birthday. I have to find a way to make him love me. My career depends on it.
In another part of town, with the sun shining warmly, Hannah arrives at her Aunt Linda's house with the 2 young twins, Brian and Amy.
Oh, look at you all grown up. You have came back to town as a beautiful woman. I'm so happy you're home. Oh, my goodness. You two are just perfect.
Aunt Linda's heart leaps for joy as she pulls the little ones into her arms, their laughter echoing through the air. A family's bond rekindled in a gentle embrace of familiarity and affection. Emma prepares her children for bed in the comfort of her aunt's home.
I want you guys to know that I am very, very proud of you guys.
Mommy has some important errands to run tonight, but your great Aunt Linda is here to take good care of you.
I love both of you so, so much.
Hannah takes a deep breath, gathering her resolve for what lies ahead.
Honey, come here. Come. Everything is going to be okay. You're just going to go there and get your mother's things and then come right back. You understand?
Yeah, you're right. I got this.
Of course you do. But please, I beg of you, do not get in an argument with
your step family. They're only going to bring you down to their level and beat you with experience.
I'm not the same impulsive girl I was 5 years ago, trust me. I know better than to get involved with them.
Drive safely. And remember, I love you.
You too.
And so, Hannah embarks on a journey to confront her past, armed with love and a newfound strength. 15 minutes later, Hannah arrived at her stepfamily's extravagant mansion. But the home that had once held memories had now become a focal point for the media and famous individuals.
What is going on? Since when did my old family home become a prime destination for paparazzis and celebrities?
Entering her own childhood home, Hannah couldn't help but feel out of place amidst the glamorous attendees.
There you are. You're late.
Oh,
Go grab a tray and pass out the champagne.
I'm not here to work as a waiter. I'm here to speak with my...
Typical millennials never want to work.
I'm sorry, sir. I think you're confused.
First you're late and then you talk back to me. You know who I am. You're not worth my time. You know what? You're fired.
Welcome back to Hollywood.
In the solitude of her childhood home, Hannah reflects on her past and the pain of being ostracized by her family. Though it wasn't always like this. Hannah and her dad did spend some quality time together long after her mother died in 2008. But after she got pregnant, her father kicked her out. He cut her off and she was penniless. It took some time for her to digest this, but she took charge of the situation and started working odd jobs, even if it was tending tables at a restaurant. And now that she's back here, she realized that this was never her home. As Hannah stood there, her gaze fixated on the framed pictures kept on the corner. One by one, she examined each photograph, each one a remnant of her fragmented past. Hannah scanned the place, searching for places of nostalgia from her earlier days in the house. She realized that her attempt to find closure was futile. The house, once a source of solace, no longer provided the comfort it once did. Thus, she resolved to leave this place and find Stephanie for a final confrontation.
No, Mom, William isn't coming. I asked him, but he said he has to work. He's so busy.
Stephanie, once a mere acquaintance, has transformed into one of the world's most famous actresses with an aura of success that seems too swift to be true.
How did she climb the ranks so quickly? What is she hiding?
Hey, Stephanie! You look gorgeous!
Oh, thank you. Mwah. What is she doing here? And tonight of all nights, I swear she wants to ruin my life.
Hannah, taking to heart the counsel provided by her aunt, managed to keep her emotions in check as she swiftly made her way toward Stephanie. On the other side, Stephanie appeared equally resolute and showed no willingness to yield or show submission in the situation. Their meeting promised to be a tense and determined exchange.
Where are my mother's things? You guys go on and have fun. I have some family matters to attend to. I'll catch up with you later. Follow me. How dare you come back? I thought I made it perfectly clear that no one wants you here. My mother left me some freights. I just want them back. As soon as you give them to me, I will leave right away. You want your mother's things? Fine. Follow me. We're gonna have a little chat.
Hannah braces herself, unknowingly stepping into a storm of secrets and resentments.
Guys, can you excuse us for a moment?
Really know how to pick your time, don't you? I mean, don't you know that today is my birthday? Look at how many famous people are here to celebrate me. And then you show up, dressed like that. I mean, can't have people thinking that my stepsister is a waitress. It's like you have no regard for my reputation. You're so embarrassed.
Stephanie, trust me, 5 years ago when I left LA, I left you and everything behind. I don't want to ruin your life. All I want is my mother's things, and I promise when you give them to me, you'll never hear from me again.
You've always been so predictable. You're here because you're jealous of my success. I mean, you can't accept the fact that I made something of my life. You always play the victim. It's pathetic.
The tension between the stepsisters escalates as their conflicting emotions and resentments come to the forefront.
Pathetic? What's pathetic is the fact that despite me knowing your devious ways, I thought that maybe I could see you in a better light. It's so clear that you were the one who orchestrated the downfall of my career.
I have no doubt that you were behind what happened that night at the masquerade ball. You took photos of me leaving that hotel room and showed my father.
It was all because of your manipulations that I had to leave LA, my career, my dreams behind. You and your actions are pathetic.
You're making up stories, Hannah.
Besides, you can't prove any of that. You're just bitter because your life fell apart.
Bitter? You are the reason my life fell apart.
You couldn't stand that I had my father's love, and you did everything in your power to destroy me.
Well, congratulations. You succeeded. I am here because I am owed something, and I'm not leaving until you give it to me.
Are you that oblivious? Do you honestly think that I have time to go around and hunt for some old hand-me-downs, which I don't even know where I stashed them? It's my birthday bash. I mean, I have Oscar winners on my guest list, for crying out loud.
Yeah. I'm sure your guests are all very esteemed, but who knows, maybe they use the same devious ways you did to get to where they are.
Now who's sounding jealous?
Hannah's expression changes as she takes a step closer to Stephanie, her eyes reflecting a little calmness now.
Listen, Stephanie, I am not trying to make a scene in front of your high-class guests. Now, all I'm asking is for you to give me my mother's things, and I will leave without hesitation.
I have to find a way to get rid of her.
Can you just come back in a couple of days to get your things?
What is wrong with you? I'm not here to play games. Unlike you, I don't have any hidden agendas. And trust me, I do not want to set foot in this place ever again. He's here.
Who are you talking about? None of your business.
Stephanie, now feeling threatened, takes a defensive stance.
You know what, listen, you're right. I've been lying to you this whole time. I know exactly where your mother's things are. And if you don't leave, right now, I promise you, I will burn them.
How dare you? Those are the only things I've left of her. I don't understand why you have this much hate for me. We're supposed to be sisters, for God's sake.
Stephanie, fueled by jealousy and resentment, decides to reveal a baneful secret.
We're not family. I guess it's about time you find out your father's dirty little secret. One night, he got drunk, and he told my mom that you're not even his biological daughter. That's right.
I guess your sweet mother wasn't as innocent as she pretended to be.
Hannah's world shatters as Stephanie's cruel words sink in.
Stop it. Stop it. You're insane.
What's wrong? I thought you, of all people, appreciated hearing the truth. Should I go on? Can I share more? Other than that, He also told my mother that...
Leave her alone.
It can't be.
Those eyes. I'd know those blue eyes anywhere.
Don't let your excitement die! The full audio series is on the Pocket FM app. Tap the link in the description to install now.